Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shaneen for those who are new here. So for today's vlog, I will be sharing with you my experience in applying a fiancé visa here in the UK. In my previous vlog about my UK quarantine, a lot of you guys have been asking what the process was, so I just thought sharing my experience in applying for the visa will be very helpful. So if you are interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so my experience in applying the UK Fiancé visa in 2021. So this is during the pandemic, of course. Just a disclaimer, the whole process, well, my experience, my fiance and I hired a lawyer, a solicitor, to help us throughout the process. We did that because we just wanted to do things faster. Honestly, after going through the process with the solicitor, I think anyone can do it on your own. It also can save you a lot of thousands of dollars. Also, I need you to make sure that you check the UK government website, which I'll be posting on this video, because there might be some changes. I really can't tell. No one can tell that anytime they make some changes in requirements or just anything about the application. So just make sure you check that gov.uk website before doing the whole process. So just a little background about myself. I am Filipino. I was born and raised in the Philippines. But prior to applying for the UK Fiancé visa, I was in the US for work visa. So I was there. That's where I also met my fiance, and but I decided to move to the UK, and that's why I applied and went home to the Philippines and do the whole process there. So you can actually, for those who wants or plans to apply in a different country where they're not a national or you're not a citizen of, you can do it. I've read that they say you just need residency rights for that specific country. But like I said, I'm just sharing this based on my experience. I am no expert, so just make sure you check their website. Or I will be breaking this down into 3-4 parts. First part, requirements is, or what the requirements are, what the evidence is we submitted. The second will be the online application. The third part will be the waiting. So I guess there's just 3 parts. Let's start with the evidences. So in order to apply for this type of visa, you and your partner must intend to live together permanently in the UK after you apply. So you must show proof that you and your partner must be planning to stay in the UK after you apply for this visa. Now let's discuss about the evidences. For the evidences, I will be subgrouping it into 3 parts. So first will be documents or evidences from the applicant. So that's you, or that was me. And then second group will be documents or evidences from the sponsor. So that's your fiance or whoever is the citizen in the UK. And then the third one is a proof or evidence for your relationship. Okay, so what we submitted. So for us, as an applicant, I submitted the following documents. First, I submitted my passport. So you need to submit your current passport. Of course, you need a current passport. So for those who have other passports in the past, even if they're expired, you must show them. So I'll tell you guys how we showed it or how we sent out the application later on. So I had probably 4 or 5 passports prior to that. So what we did is we scanned each and every passport that I had. And that includes the bio page, or like the front page with all your details and your photo. And then you must also scan each page that has a stamp. So if you've traveled a lot, you need to include every stamp you had. So they basically need to know your travel history. And then so my passport, as a Filipino, I had to show proof for a certificate of no marriage, so a SENAMAR. So that I request that from the Philippines. For those who are Filipino, I would put the link in here or maybe in the description of a website where I applied for the SENAMAR. So I just requested it online and probably took a week or two for it to come. So it really depends if you live from Luzon or Visayas and Mindanao, but just give it time. Another document that I submitted was like a relationship letter. It was just like stating how it's like a letter stating how me and my fiance met, all details about your application and all that. Another requirement from the applicant was is a proof of knowledge of English or proof that you speak English. So they usually ask for a IELTS exam. So basically you need the A1 to begin with, okay? So you need to pass the A1 IELTS exam. You can also show proof of English through an academic qualification. So in my case, I had a degree. Which I took in the US. So I took my doctorate of physical therapy in the US. So that allowed me to they just allowed me to submit that as proof of my knowledge in English. So it is different from everyone. So there is, like I said, in their website there will be a list of like universities. It depends on where you went to school. They will only accept those certain countries, and then but you don't just submit your diploma or transcript of records. What you need is actually to go through another website, which you have to submit and pay, of course. You submit your diploma, your transcript of record. In my case, I submitted it to the ECTIS. So and then it actually took them a day or two only to evaluate it, and then at the end they will just give you a certificate. So I think I have it in here. Well, it would look like this, okay? So it is just like a certificate that says where you studied, which country you studied from, the qualification title, the school that you went to, the year it was awarded, and then the qualification level. So they compare it to the UK qualification level. So you can learn more about it on their website. Also, for some people, especially from people from the Philippines, you're required to submit a TB certificate, a tuberculosis certificate. So it's just to tell them that you don't have TB. Unfortunately, the Philippines is one of the countries that are required to undergo this. In the Philippines, you can only do it in Manila. So you can't even do it in Cebu, just Manila. So I went home for that also. That is all the evidences that we submitted from the applicant. So now let's proceed to the evidences or documents that you need from your sponsor. You need your sponsor's passport. So in my case, I had my sponsor's British passport. You need a birth certificate. Okay, this is one thing I forgot about the applicant. You also need your birth certificate. So I submitted my birth certificate. Back to the sponsor, we need their passport, their birth certificate, and then their sponsorship letter. You can just type and make a letter saying that you are willing to sponsor this person, blah blah blah, and just maybe give them a little story of your relationship and why you want to bring that person to the UK. Whatever you can put in there relevant to your application, of course. Okay, you can sponsor someone and bring them to the UK if you have enough savings money to sponsor them, or if you're employed, you need to be employed and be receiving a certain amount of salary per year. So per person, if you are applying for or sponsoring just one person, you are required to have this amount of money. And then for another, let's say for another dependent, so for people who have kids, there's another amount that you need to reach. So of course, the more the people you sponsor, the more money they require you to have. So you need to show pay slips for the last 6 months. This is from your sponsor. You need your bank statements for the last 6 months. And then well, for us, since Sam, my fiance, was working in the US, but under the same company, and then moved back to the UK, he also needed to submit an acceptance of transfer letter. So that means, and then you need to show employment contract, also an employment verification letter. So these things are just important to really show that your sponsor has a job, you know. We need to show proof of land registry, the title deed, proof of address, and then accommodation and support letter. And then here's one. It is important to get an immigration property inspection report. So this one, you have to hire someone to check your house, and they'll check every room if it's habitable, I guess. And then you know, they will check the size of the rooms, if it's enough for people to live in. So things like that. It doesn't need to be your own house. You can be renting, it's fine. The government will still accept that. I mean, immigration will still accept that. So you still need to hire those people to get your immigration property inspection. So that's very important. Also, I believe if you're renting, you have to make sure that you have to ask your landlord, or probably a letter from your landlord, that they will allow you to stay in the house or apartment. Okay, so now third part of the evidence is very important, is an evidence of your relationship. Also, I would add to this is proof that you're getting married. So for me, because I'm on a fiancé visa, proof that you're actually getting married when you get to the UK. Okay, so I'll explain further. What are the evidences of our relationship? So for us, we live together in the US already. So what we did was just to show proof that we live together. So what are those things that you can use as proof? So we were paying bills, utility bills in New York before. So we showed that. We showed the contract, apartment contract, and we had some bills like water, electricity, cell phone. We also had insurances together. So that is very helpful. So those are valid. So I guess if you didn't live together, I know for some who are in long distance relationships, what they did was show proof via showing their chats, like, you know, their conversations, their call logs, those things. Of course, the utility bills are much more important and are very, you know, like better proof, I should say. Like I said, this is our experience. It can be different from anyone. If you have any questions, probably write on the comment. I might know a little bit about it and can help you. I'll try my best. Also, what's very helpful is if you've been to holidays together, you can show proof of flights, also hotels, like accommodations, like all these things are very helpful. and of course photos together. Your photos, I think it's also best to include photos of you guys, of the couple, and other people around you. We also showed our phone bill, so our call log. So what we did is just we printed the bill, we highlighted our numbers, so just to show them that we were calling from time to time. With today's technology, it's pretty hard, I know, because we rarely call each other. Like, we probably call because we live together too, and we text. You really can't show text because we use the iMessage or WhatsApp or social media. So, you know, just show them whatever you can. There's really no very specific things that they ask for, but like I said, just give them as much evidence as you can. The more, the merrier, I think. Of course, relevant evidences. We also got affidavits from our family members and friends. We asked them to write letters about our relationship and how they are related to us, and then of course a copy of their passports or IDs, just to show they're real people. Like I said, we need to show proof that you're actually getting married when you get to the UK. So you need to show proof that you're actually planning to get married once you're in the UK. So what we did was we showed a ceremony booking that we planned. So what we did is we emailed the registry or the registrar of that town or place that you want to get married. You can show them your conversation, your emails, or once you book, give them your provisional booking. So I know it's hard to set a date, especially when you don't know how long the process of getting a visa will take. So what we did was we just, like, at our time, they said it will be about 12 weeks. So what we did is we counted 12 weeks from the application, and then that's what we just counted, and you can always move or reschedule your booking. So you just need that to show that proof that you actually inquired and made an initial booking from the registrar. So that is one evidence. And then we also showed evidences of our engagement ring. So you need to prove that you're engaged. So we showed photos of our engagement. We showed a receipt of our engagement ring. And then we have, like, the GIA certificate of my diamond ring. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that is everything that we sent out, that we gave the immigration for our application. So let me see. Let me go through it. Okay, I think that's it. I think I have given you all the evidences that we have submitted for my application. So just to remind you, this application was done outside the UK. So it is a fiance visa applied in the Philippines for the UK so it is an application outside the UK. Oh my god, I'm confusing you. Anyway, I just noticed that this vlog has been very long, so I've decided to just make it into 2 parts. So on the second part, I will be posting in the next few days. Just stay tuned. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click that notification bell so that you will be informed or notified once I post my second part of the vlog. So on that vlog, I will be discussing about the online application, the biometric appointment, and also the waiting period. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments, like any questions, you can also add that into the comment section. I'll make sure to answer you with the best of my ability. And like I said earlier, I am not the expert. I'm just sharing you what I have learned throughout the process. I would share also I just want to share with you my experience in the application. And also, hopefully in the next few weeks, I can share with you my spouse visa application. So that's the next step. But before that, Thank you so much for watching again. Just make sure you watch the part 2 in the next few days. Thank you. Bye.